All right, guys, if you're ready, go ahead.
Danny is Kevin Garcia with FightHype. So, look, it's obviously been a little bit of a layoff, 2 years since we've seen you. You're fighting now at 160 against Lara for a belt. You know, first question we got to ask you is, what can we expect different? What can we expect after this long layoff?
No, you can expect the same Danny Garcia. I feel good. I've been feeling good sparring. I've been feeling good training. I really feel like nothing's really changed. You know, if anything, the 2-year layoff helped me. You know, my body feels recovered. I have no injuries. My mind feels good. My body feels good. So I feel like, you know, you're going to see a great Danny Garcia that night.
Yeah, and you know, there was talk in the past when Lara fought Canelo. A lot of people disputed that decision. Some people think he won. He's notoriously been a tricky fighter. How do you anticipate dealing with Lara's style?
Yeah, definitely. He definitely is a tricky fighter. He's one of the best boxers you could get in the ring with, you know, skill-wise. So, you know I got my work cut out for me, but we're training. We got the right game plan, and we're going to go in there and execute.
Yeah, and you know, last question for me. It's a fight, obviously, for the 160-pound title that Lara has. You know, there's a lot going on at 160 and 154. You know, if you stay at 160, you got guys like Janabek, Adames. You go to 154, you got Crawford, Fedor, Spence, whoever wins that fight. Murder Zaliev. You know, you got a lot going on between those two divisions.
Definitely.
And I know you probably tell me, Danny, you focused on this fight, but I got to ask, if you had a preference going forward, what would you do next and who would you fight?
You know, at the end of the day, it has to make sense. You know, whatever fight makes the most sense for me. And obviously the most money, because at this part of my career, I'm only doing big things, you feel me? So whatever makes the most sense. But definitely anybody, any of those big names, I would love to fight.
A rematch with Spence? You know, a Crawford fight that never happened?
Like I said, I will always love, you know, I want to avenge one of my losses. So, you know, if it's not Thurman, then I would love to fight Spence too.
Thank you, Danny.
Danny, you made the one fight against Benavidez in 154. Why 160 after just one fight at 54?
You know, going into that Benavidez fight, you know, I was actually, before that fight date, I think Lara came up in the conversation when I was speaking to my team. And I said, look, let me get this Benavidez fight to test the water at 154. And then I think Lara agreed to fight me at 155. But, you know, 2 years went past, and the fight was always agreed to. It just took time because I guess the Showtime thing. But the fight is agreed to at 157, right? It's a catch weight, but there's no rehydration clause.
You mentioned something interesting. 2 years have passed.
Yeah.
Right, you're 2 years older, but he's older than you. He's 2 years older. He's over 40 years old. Do you think that maybe helps even the playing field out, you know, with the size difference?
Yeah, definitely. I know if I feel the pain, I'm 36. He definitely got to feel the pain at 41. Waking up all sore, but I feel good. You know, like I said before, I felt rejuvenated. I feel like, you know, I haven't lost a step, really. I'm in here sparring with the young guys, veterans, everyone. I was sparring with Devin Alexander. I was sparring with Antonio Tarver's son already. So big guys, and I'm feeling good.
And my one last question, what would it mean you become a three division world champion?
Oh, that'd mean the world to me. You know, that's a dream come true. It's always been a dream of mine to be a 3-division world champion. And it's right here, it's 3.5 weeks away. And we're doing everything we need to do to make sure that we come home with that victory.
Danny, would you say that Lara is the most skillful fighter that you ever fought?
He's definitely skilled. You know, every fighter is skillful in different ways. You know, Amir Khan was a hell of a talent. You know, Keith Thurman was a hell of a talent. Zab Judah was very skillful. You know, I would think Zab is probably the hardest style to beat, you know, for my style. But as far as southpaws, I feel like I do a great job with southpaws. You know, but he definitely is skillful, and I'm definitely the best fighters he's fought in a long time also.
Did you ever face a Cuban style with amateurs?
I never faced a Cuban. I was supposed to go to a tournament called the Cuban Olympiad, I remember, like in 2007. But we went to Colorado Springs. We didn't have the right visa, so we couldn't go. But I never faced a Cuban boxer, never.
Is that something that's always been on your list?
I mean, it's not really on my list, but, you know, I fight Philly fighters. It's slick as it can get. I've been doing that since I was a kid, so slickness is really nothing to me at this point in my career.
Danny, you went through the cherry era. Remember that?
Yeah.
Now look at your resume now. There's like not even many people who come close to your resume.
Right.
What's that say about you, about some fighting?
You know, when you're doing something good, they always got something bad to say. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was at that point in my career, because I was the underdog, like fighting Amir Khan, then I was the underdog fighting Matisse, and I was beating everybody. And then I came off fighting 6 straight world champions, and then I fought Ross Salko. and then I got called a cherry picker. But if any other fighter did it, it would have been cool.